everybody. We're going to get this right, huh? First and foremost, I want to thank everybody in the entire community for the incredible hospitality they have shown the bridge crew and everybody who has been involved as first responders. What an incredible outpouring of support we have seen from the people of the town of Shandaken and absolutely from the hamlet of Phoenicia. So special thank you. I'll tell you, I remember coming up here in what will go down as one of the most frightening things I have seen. As I traveled our county during the midst of Hurricane Irene, our sheriff's department was absolutely tremendous. I always joke around with them. They took me into places that we used to warn people not to go during the middle of the big storms. I think they were trying to get rid of me. But what we saw was nothing short of total devastation. And what you've seen here is some of the worst. I flew over 2 days later because there were roads that were completely impassable. We were concerned about where we were going to be able to move resources. And in that flyover, I can tell you this, it looked as if we had been bombed. But the people of Ulster County are amazingly resilient. We will not stay down. We stood up. Hurricane Irene may have given us a tough punch, but she sure as heck didn't knock us out. And now we fight back. And that's a testament to the people of our community. When I was parked on the other side of this bridge, at the time, I thought this bridge may be lost for forever. It was backed up, as you remember, with an enormous amount of debris. And then I started to see where the pillars had moved. I saw where the metal was torn away. And then I began to see a situation where we weren't sure exactly what the power of Mother Nature was going to ultimately do to us here. And then the worst reports came in. We weren't sure this bridge was going to be structurally able to be replaced. And obviously we know the tough financial challenges we were facing as well. But we got an independent engineering report. It came in and said that it could be done. And once it says we could be done, I got to tell you, the real thanks here goes to a DPW crew that has risen to the challenge time and time and time again to make a difference. They said if it can be done, it will be done. And what we did was promise the hamlet of Phoenicia that this bridge would be open by the 4th of July because we understand how important it is to the business community. We understand what tourism means, and we understand what it is to have this bridge open as an access point. And they said the 4th of July wasn't good enough. We stand here today before Memorial Day, over a month in advance, because of amazing men and women of the Department of Public Works. They're on one heck of a roll. A couple of days ago, we opened the Stephen Fisher Bridge on County Route 47, a place where we didn't need a bridge in the past, but Hurricane Irene changed our mind. We now needed a bridge. And I encourage you to go see it if you haven't already. It is wonderful. That beautiful country lane is slowly but surely returning to a beautiful country lane again. And that really is why we all love and live here in Ulster County. It's a special place. Now, I want to recognize some of the folks that are joining us today. Your supervisor, someone who was there through the entire storm, sleeves rolled up, out in the rain, trying to make a difference and making a difference. Rod Stanley. That's pretty good. Town board member Vince Bernstein is with us. Town Clerk Joyce Grant. Jimmy McGrath, the Shandaken Chief of Police. Frank Falutico from the Ulster County Sheriff's Department, our Undersheriff. As well as Perry Souls joined him as well in uniform. He's looking good. This is something that is only done, like I said, with a group effort. And it drives home the point that we are all in this together. Each and every one of us have moved through this process. So, in addition to asking my friend Rob Stanley, the supervisor of the town of Shandaken, to speak, I'm also going to ask John Parry, the legislator who represents this area on the Ulster County Legislature, to speak as well. Again, this is only through real partnership that these things are possible. And so, without further ado, I'd like to ask Rob Stanley to come up and say a few